Alright guys, I'm back here continuing on here with the 4.6 here. I got the heads torqued down. It's very easy. It's torque them initially down to 30 foot-pounds. I got them covered because of all the dirt and stuff, but anyways, I got the marks on there, but on them. But initially it's 30 foot-pounds. I recommend, you start in the middle and you work your way out, because you're kind of spread in the middle, so you want to work your way from the middle outwards, and top to bottom, and then I recommend doing it like 3 or 4 times, going back over and checking in that same sequence. 30 foot-pounds, just because I was initially torquing it down, and then it just, as the head got torqued down, it would get closer and closer to the mating surface of the block, and then the other bolts will become loose, so you just got to go over it a few times. I finally got it down, did about 3 or 4 times to verify that they were at 30 foot-pounds, and then you do 2 separate turns, 90-degree turns with the breaker bar. So you mark the top of the bolt. As you can see, I marked it with my wife's nail polish. I don't have a see, there you go, right there, I marked it. So you mark them, and then you go through the same sequence, do 1 90-degree turn on all of them, and then you come back and do the other 90-degree turn. So you do all that. Sorry, here, hold on here, spring fell. Do that, got it torqued down. Now, as you can see, I got my timing chains on, I got the guides on here, and now I'm proceeding to do this. Now, on these timing chains, you can see here, this is the mark on my camshaft gear here. So as you can see, there's a link here that's a different color from all the others, and that lines up on these marks here. And then down here, if you'll look underneath, you'll see that other dark colored link is lined up with the dot on the sprocket on the crank. So you want to line those up, so that way your timing's on. If you skip a link or this and that, your timing will be off. So you want to make sure and verify, triple verify, double verify, triple verify that all those links are lined up with those timing marks. It's very important. Now I'm gonna, like I said before, I don't have anybody holding the camera for me, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and install these chains. Now that I got the heads torqued down, you want to torque the heads down first. Now that I got them torqued down, I'm going to go through and install the, I had to take the tensioners off. I know earlier in my video I put them on first. I put them on, installed them just to make sure. And as you can see here, another note, I have these plates on here. Not all the aftermarket chain tensioners are going to be all the same in, let me grab one here, this is the left, in the design here. So these plates here come with the kit, so if you need to use them, to go ahead. Now that hole there is the access hole for the oil to get into the chain tensioner. You need at least minimum 15 pounds, I believe it is, for it to keep the chain tight. So I put the plates on there. I needed to use them. The seals on the chain tensioners would not cover the oil hole, so I had to use those. And so I installed them initially to get those lined up, make sure everything worked. And then when I put the heads on the engine here, I took them off so I can get the chains on there easier. And then so you'll put all the guides on, do all that, and then you'll put your chain tensioners on last. You don't have to initially install them, the chain tensioners, like I did on the bench. It's just something I do just to verify and make sure that I need to use the plates and all that stuff. So so now I'm gonna go ahead and put these chains on, get everything going here. And then what you'll want to do after you get them on and everything is you'll want to lube all the surfaces of the chain down here, the chain guides, all the surfaces that the chain touches, and then just kind of put oil all over the chain and everything, just so when you get initial startup, it's got oil on it. So all right, now I'm going to proceed with the timing chains.